to him and ask him, is my name amongst the munafiqeen? And as for those people who question that maybe this is a form of riyah, of showing off, to teach the companions a lesson, then we find this statement of Anas ibn Malik. Anas ibn Malik, he makes this statement, كَانَ بَيْنِي وَبَيْنَهُ جِدَارٌ, but between me and between him was a wall. Umar ibn Khattab didn't know I was on the other side of the wall. But I heard him saying these words, Bakhin, Bakhin ya Umar. Wretched, wretched ya Umar. Either you fear Allah, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will punish you. فَمَا كَانَ بَيْنِي وَبَيْنَهُ أَحَدْ إِلَّا الجِّدَارِ. No one was there. Umar didn't know I was behind the wall. But I heard him say these words, Bakhin, Bakhin. Wretched you are, wretched you are. You fear Allah, or la yu'adhibak Allah, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will punish you. Shows his khawf and his understanding that he has to answer in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not in front of the people. And like I define, فَرَّقَ بَيْنَ الْمَلِكِ وَالْخَلِيفَةِ, and gave a distinction between what is a king and what is the khalifa. As for a king, يَعْسِفُ النَّاسِ, oppresses mankind. فَيَأْخُذْ مِنْ هَذَا وَيُؤْطَى هَذَا, takes from this individual and gives it to another individual. That is the meaning of mulukiyah. That is the meaning of kingdomship. Is to rob people from one side through taxes and whatever forms of institutes that they develop, and then to give it to the rest of society through the other hand, not from their own personal wealth. أَمَّا الْخِلَافَةِ لَا يَأْخُذْ إِلَّا حَقًّا, does not take except for that which is the right, وَلَا يَدْعُ إِلَّا فِي حَقٍّ, and does not place it except for the due right. As for those people who claim to be Amir al-Mu'mineen at the moment, then they are wasting the wealth of the Muslimun, wasting the wealth of the believers and the Muslims in general. And that's why we find many hadith talking about him going to help society and going to help people. When a woman states, if only we had leaders like you, and not like Amir al-Mu'mineen, Umar al-Khattab, who is sleeping. And he aided her, and gave her food, and walked away from her. And then when she heard his voice the following day giving the khutbah, she had to apologize that was Amir al-Mu'mineen, Umar al-Khattab, who was helping her the night before. But he did not reveal his identity. And likewise we find the conquest of Baytul Maqdis, the taking of Masjid al-Aqsa, that when he enters, if you read the seerah of how he enters into Masjid al-Aqsa, that the Christians state, we want to give the keys to your leader. We want to give it to your leader, Amir al-Mu'mineen. And when Amir al-Mu'mineen, when he enters into Baytul Maqdis, and you find that he is pulling the donkey, and the slave is riding the donkey. فَعَجِبَ النَّاسِ, astounded were people, that this is the Amir. The Amir is walking, وَالْخَادِمْ رَاكِبْ, and the servant is riding the animal beast. And then when he rests underneath the tree, and the leaders of Baytul Maqdis call out, where is your Amir? And they point out, there he is, lying underneath the shade of the tree. فَعَجِبَ مَرَّةً ثَانِيَةً, shocked second time, that we have a pomp and glory and protection of our leaders, and this is your leader lying underneath the tree. فَهُوَ رَجُلٌ صَادِقٌ, this is a truthful leader and a truthful individual. And when some of the companions wanted him to come through in a form of dignity, to present himself, he stated to them, نَحْنُ قَوْمٌ أَعَزَّنَ اللَّهُ بِالْإِسْلَامِ, we are people who've been given dignity through al-Islam. فَمَحْمَ ابْتَغَيْنَا الْعِزَّةِ بِغَيْرِ مَا أَعَزَّنَ اللَّهُ بِهِ أَذَلَّنَ اللَّهُ بِهِ. If we seek honor through any other means, Allah will disgrace us. That you stick to the teaching of Islam. There is no need to drop your guard about what are the teaching of Islam. And likewise we find that finally his death, that he stated himself, Allahumma rzuqni shahada fi sabilik, make me die in your path, in the path of jihad, waj'al mawti fi baladi rasulik, and make my death be in the city of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And his dua became true. Abu Lu'lu al-Majusi, the fire worshipper, is the one who stabbed Umar ibn Khattab. And he praised Allah that I have not been killed by a Muslim, but been killed by this Majusi. And even you read Tariq, كما ذكر Imam Suyuti في تاريخ الخلفاء الراشدين, this slave, Abu Lu'lu al-Majusi, he threatened Umar ibn al-Khattab. He threatened him. And Umar ibn al-Khattab turned to his companion and said to him, this slave has threatened me and he will come back and kill me. But he took no measures, took no protection, that he should take some protection for his own personal benefit, but rather let him come and do what was decreed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's why we find that even his burial is blessed. If we go back to the hadith of Bi'r Aris or Bi'r Khatim, the well of the ring, whereby once again in his famous hadith, the Prophet Muhammad states, whoever enters this well, abshirhu bil jannah, i'dhin lahu wa bashirhu bil jannah. Give him permission to enter and give him the glad tidings of paradise. And the first one to come was Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiAllahu anhu. And he sat on the right. And then came Umar ibn al-Khattab, and he sat on the left. And then you find the interpreters of the hadith, they highlight, the meaning of this hadith is that upon the death of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Bakr is buried on the right and Umar is buried on the left. That is interpretation of the hadith of the well. ثم دخل عثمان, and Uthman came in. إِذِنْ لَهُ وَبَشِّرْهُ بِالْجَنَّةِ وَالْبَلْوَةُ تُصِيبُهُ. Let him come in and give him glad tidings of some calamities that will fall upon Uthman ibn Affan. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. قوموا لصلاتكم يرحمكم الله.